and welcome. This is Ageless John, and I'm walking through Frost. The first couple of minutes of things you should and shouldn't do. My version is a crafting version, so be aware that I am going to use a lot of crafting mods. Beginning of it, you are stuck with 444. It's based off of a load game, so you have to do that. As soon as you get out of the starting area, you're not able to go back. I loot a lot of stuff. You can see my crafting mods, what I'm using in the description below. This is your beginning area. This is your beginning bed. That will allow you to save the game because it is a survival game. Once you get past the beginning room, you'll get into this room. There are lots of things to loot here. And be sure to check the items that are already stored in one of the crafting stations. You can see that I can craft a lot of stuff with the mods that I've included. I wish they weren't all in the chemistry lab, but there's not really a whole bunch I can do about that. That's not something I can change. If I could find other mods that would put them in other things, I would, but I have not been able to do that as of yet. So this is a very hard survival mod, so that's why I put a lot of crafting stuff in it, because it makes it more realistic in my mind, but at the same time doesn't change the difficulty level. I've got a whole bunch of different things that are not standard with the game as it is modded by Frost, so that should help me survive a lot longer, and hopefully this will be a lot more fun, because without it I die too quickly and it's just not as much fun. So anyway, I'm enjoying playing this, and I like the crafting aspect as well as I like the survival aspect. So this is going to allow me to have a lot of fun with this mod. One of the things that you might look into is when you have enough stuff and have enough extra loot, you might just craft some stuff for EXP. So when you leave the first area, you come into here, and this area to the left just goes nowhere basically. The stairs up will take you to a door that you can get into, and then this area right here with the blue hall will take you to another area. Let's go in here first. This area has a couple of survivors. They are not inherently evil, but they will eventually, you will get on their nerves and they will attack you, not right off the bat. This is a train. You can go in here, subway train, and this guy has a note. You can actually pick it up and read it. It's pretty cool. There's several things to loot inside the train, and at the very end there's a door. You come in here and a free loot bag just sitting there waiting for you to take stuff. Now this area here back there is actually occupied, but I came back several times and they seem to occupy it on shifts, so if you get lucky they'll be gone. This time I wasn't lucky. They are not friendly. They saw me and became rather agitated. Like I said, these guys are not inherently going to attack you. If you use the cooking station, they will attack you. So I eventually have to kill them to use the cooking station. They won't talk to you or anything. And oddly enough, if you take their stuff in the box, you don't get attacked. There's a little thing behind them that goes up, but the door's locked and you don't have any bobby pins to open it with. So I went up there to check, but couldn't go up there. Now if you go up the stairs from the very beginning, it takes you into another area. This key right here in this door, don't open this door. If you listen, you can hear the evil things trying to come out and eat you. I do believe there are undead back there. Farther up, if you'll notice on the other end of the tunnel away from the door is kind of what looks like to be a mining shaft and frag grenades. Free stuff as far as I'm concerned. And there's a door at the end of that doesn't go anywhere because it's locked. Come back, there's a third way, and you'll find water down one of the tunnels, which is disappointing because you cannot put water into bottles to make dirty water, which I thought would be kind of cool. You can drink it, but again, radiation is rather heavy in this world since it sets in the world relatively recent after the nuclear attack, so radiation is bumped up. Now if you go the other direction, you will eventually run into some sleeping dogs. And another aspect of the game that I like to point out after I kill this dog is that you have to have a perk to get meat off of animals. I do not have that perk because I'm only level 1. And therefore, when I kill this animal, you'll see that I actually don't get any meat off of it, which is unfortunate because, you know, I do get experience points, but I'd like to get meat so I can A, cook it, and B, get experience points off of it, but don't have the perk. And there's another dog up there, but I'm not going to kill him on this video. This is just a quick walkthrough of the very beginning of the game. So, if you continue on past where the dogs are, you come to another tunnel, and almost all of this game is going to take place underground because of the massive amount of radiation on the surface. And you will find ways to protect yourself from radiation, but it continues to be radiated above ground. Some undead things being killed, some good loot, and this dude right here, and a gun, which you don't have any ammo for, so it's kind of useless. Now, past him is another door, which you should definitely go in. There are some cool things to explore for free, but there's that one guy you have to avoid. Don't forget that underneath the chemist stations in the middle of the back room, there's some other stuff. It's not much, but you can loot it. Now, this is me going back to that one place again, and look, they're not there. I don't know if it's a glitch in the game or if they're actually certain times of day that they're at work. But yeah, I fairly quickly went through the place and got overloaded. Because this is such a heavily based survival game, you can only carry 60 pounds. So I think a lot of people are going to get the first perk of Lone Wanderer first thing, because that extra 50 pounds is a huge increase. This place is cool. Looks like it might have been initially as a smuggler place for rum smugglers. Anyway, so I went back and got some more stuff crafted. And then I went and I killed the people guarding the cooking thing, and I found the awesomest thing ever so far, combat knife, because it doesn't need ammo. I cooked some stuff, I went back, got some bones, because I have a mod that allows me to turn bones into adhesive, and I have another mod that allows me to turn different kinds of animal bones, human bones, into adhesive. Kind of makes sense to me. I mean, you know, that's basically kind of how they used to do it, but not really. So it's loosely based on reality. It's not so horrible. Plus, bones are not that common. And then I also went and I cooked up some not so real things. I have a mod that allows me to turn steel into gears, screws, and springs. So I made some screws and springs and some gears for myself for later making of things. I can cook nuclear material in here, but I have another mod that does similar stuff in the chemistry table, and it does it from irradiated blood, which I have no other use for. And that got me my first level, and that's pretty much what the beginning of the game is going to basically look like. I didn't want to give too much of it away, but there it is.